Hey guys, what's up? It's the Daddy Lumberjack here, and today I'm doing something a bit different, something a bit unique, and something hopefully that's going to be a lot more common. StarCraft 2, everybody knows it, many people cast it. I'm wanting to be one of those people. Today I'll be hosting the September 2011 Shoutcraft Invitational number 3, hosted by the Cynical Brit, with a prize pool that equals $5,000. For those of you that don't know who the Cynical Brit is, I would highly recommend just searching him on the internet. You'll find him almost straight away. He's incredible at what he does. He has the voice for just about any sort of casting. Does a lot for us all. For those of you that don't know what Shoutcraft is, it is an international game, StarCraft game, league, series, in which everything generated is generated from advertisements and you the viewers basically. Just to clarify, we should probably get into the game. So we're watching a TVP today, which is between Liquid TLO, which is actually up here, playing a Terran, and WhiteRa playing our Protoss. This is actually the bronze start up, I believe, for 3rd and 4th place. So they didn't quite make 1st or 2nd, but their prize is still $100 for 4th and $200 for 3rd. I believe that's the case, I'm not too sure. I'll have to double check on that. So I'm just going to get our production tab open so we can see exactly what's going on. To start with, it looks like TLO is going for a gas barracks, which could suggest a number of things. Perhaps a very quick stim pack marine army, maybe going for a heavy bio build of marauders, we'll see. WhiteRa also getting out his first quick gas, which is just basically for his gateway. Then he's going to get his cybernetics core up almost straight away. That's just generic for a Protoss to do. WhiteRa also getting a nice little scout on, seeing exactly what Liquid TLO has at this point, seeing a gas which already tells him that he's going to possibly be playing something quite offensive or defensive. In fact, maybe it's too early to really tell exactly what's going on. In the meantime, WhiteRa is just placing down his pylons in the places they need to be. For instance, here it's very useful. You can spot everything around here. You can obviously also warp units down there if necessary. I'll assume we'll see one up here maybe a bit later, possibly not. Getting the warp gate straight up there. You see that? That's lightning fast, ready for that almost straight away. I just wonder if we look at the unit or supply tab, WhiteRa is actually ahead, which is very strange. He's very far ahead, and it looks like from an economy perspective the Terran are ahead, but technology, okay, you see, I'm still trying to get used to these tabs. I'm not exactly sure what all of them do, such as the one I just brought up. It looks like a Stalker is already coming out for WhiteRa, probably just to do a bit of scouting. You got the Zealot on the first Zelnaga tower, and you've got an SUV actually coming up here. What is that trying to do? I think it may be trying to spot that, well, to tell TLO whether or not WhiteRa has in fact expanded, which you'll be pleasantly surprised he had. Now, one thing that everybody knows TLO for is his high level bunker play. He just likes popping bunkers down just outside of the visibility zone, and basically likes to get a couple of marauders down there just to apply that stinky pressure. Stinky pressure is what I'll call it. Stinky pressure. Looks like TLO is going for a 3 racks, and he's probably going to continue to push at this point, getting 2 reactors up already. So looks like it's going to be playing quite a lot of marauder play here. In the meantime, WhiteRa, or Ducklover, is going to go for a 4 gate into an expansion. So that's slightly interesting. Maybe he's aware that there will be quite a lot of pressure from our Terran player. He hasn't been able to see this barracks, has he? Let's just have a look. No, he hasn't seen this barracks yet, but TLO is ready and waiting with several units, including a Reaper, which is, you don't normally see those quite often anymore, or maybe something's changed in recent patches. Unfortunately, it's been a little while since I've had to look at the patches, but he's getting that bunker up already, and looks like he's going to continue to reinforce that with lots and lots of marauders. Yeah, it looks like he's even got his 3rd racks with a marauder, so he's going to go for some very heavy marauder play. Just to let you know, guys, this is the first game out of a best of 5 game, so there are still quite a few to come. Hopefully I'll be able to cast them all tonight, and I'll get them all out to you as soon as I can. It looks like WhiteRa is well prepared for this. TLO isn't really getting much no, he hasn't really got a lot to repair that bunker. That bunker is basically the key part to this entire push. And yeah, I mean, Liquid's TLO has been able to push quite hard. He's managed to destroy the army, but WhiteRa is just going to continue to reinforce that. I mean, it's going to have to macro away. TLO is going to have to macro away and continue to push these zealots and be very, very, very careful with these zealots because they hurt quite a lot. It does look like concussive shells has been researched, so he shouldn't have too much trouble cutting them away, although it does look like he had a bit of a miss macro there and did lose his Marauder. In the meantime, more and more Marauders are being built, which can be a bit dangerous. I mean, I think he'd give up after the first time, but whatever, it's not my place to say. In the meantime, we do have a probe going sneaky, sneaky. Where's he off to? Oh, he is off to up here, maybe to put a proxy pylon down. That would be interesting to see. Well, we'll find out. It's not my choice to say, but we'll certainly find out. I have not seen this game yet, guys, so I have no idea what's to come. It looks like TLO is going to continue applying that pressure. It really shouldn't have done that. Getting lots and lots of hits off on the Stalkers, but the problem is these force fields plus zealots just equates to very, very little when it comes down to it. If we look at the units lost tab, we have 14 for our Terran and actually 16 for our Protoss. So as a matter of fact, from a realistic perspective, our Protoss is doing worse than our Terran. Although our Terran is seriously needing to be careful because he did not see this proxy pylon, and it looks like 3 zealots are going to get into the base. Oh, but TLO is very, very, very quick to react there. So seeing it straight away, a bit of a miss macro there. Actually sending lots and lots of SCVs into their unfortunate demise, which is a bit of a problem. In the meantime, it looks like WhiteRa is actually continuing to push with all of his units, continuing to push out that proxy pylon. Looks like he is managing to counter-attack very, very well at this point. Liquid TLO not expecting this at all. A lot of his middle line has been absolutely slaughtered by that proxy pylon push from the zealots. It looks like they're both having a fair trade on the armies, but with the amount of SCVs that have been killed, it's going to take a lot for TLO to bring this back. He really needs to get rid of that proxy pylon sooner rather than later. In the meantime, WhiteRa is going to constantly bring out units from that proxy pylon, and he's just going to do so much damage with it. It looks like TLO is aware of where they're coming from, but unfortunately for TLO, it looks like it's a bit too little too late. Although he might be okay, getting caught into a bit of a difficult position where Marauders are a bit chunky and walking a lot slower than they should be, basically. Although it does look like he is able to keep that up. Oh, maybe TLO is able to bring this back. He's using a lot of SCVs though, and he is going to be able to defend it once more. He is going to be able to defend it. Although the problem is WhiteRa is going to keep building all of these warp gates, and it's just going to continue supplying to that proxy pylon. He's getting absolutely no pressure given to him, so he's just going to continue building at whatever pace he wants. And it looks like TLO is in a very, very difficult position right now, and it's not looking different at all. In the meantime, we've got more and more reinforcements coming in. I don't know how TLO is going to manage, but he's a better player than I am, so he'll be absolutely fine, I'm sure. In the meantime, let's just take a look at our Protoss base. Yeah, it's just continuing. Oh, he's actually building a Twilight Council. It's either going to be for charge lots or for Stalker Blink. Either or, we're not quite sure. Hey, that's a rhyme. In the meantime, yeah, see, TLO is coming up with a very, 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 very slow stim pack. He should have got this a while ago. This would be really, really useful to him. About 20 minutes ago, he's still only going for 20 minutes, but about 5 minutes ago that would be really useful to him. It looks like he is able to defend this push from the Stalkers, but as a matter of fact, 6 zealots are waiting patiently for those Marauders, but the Marauders look like they're going to change their minds and they're not going to go for it. It does look like WhiteRa is actually going straight for a Dark Shrine and is going to forget completely about charge or blink. This could look very bad for TLO at this point. It looks like it's also brought out 6 sentries for the force field, which will actually... see, this is not looking good for our Terran player at all. Lots of force fields going down. TLO getting caught out of position with his Marauders. Lifting up the command centre to actually get his Marauders out of those force fields. And meanwhile, sentries are getting caught behind their own force fields, and one seems a bit lost. Looks like all 6 Lady Warriors are going to get absolutely obliterated thanks to those force fields, and 6 more Stalkers are going to reinforce this. This is not looking with the TLO at all. Looks like he's lost this expansion, and this expansion has been very, very careful. Force field in the area, and that's a GG out from TLO. No chance at that point, but well played from both sides. WhiteRa applying a lot of pressure, proxy pylon completely getting TLO off guard. Regardless of how well TLO reacted, he just applied no pressure at the end there because he couldn't. Very, very well played by WhiteRa. That's GG, 1-0 to our Protoss player. I'll see you in the next game, guys.